Fixing dents and painting a motorcycle gas tank is very challenging and exhilarating DIY that I did. But it doesn't end there yet, because this next episode is these rear fender and front fender turning into this. And if your question is how, stay tuned and enjoy this intro. So here's my front and rear fender, bend and some dents, and again another challenging DIY. And the only easy part is dismantling this front fender and rear fender from this motorcycle. And after that, fixing bend and dents using these tools. And I might say this is the hardest part, because you will be needing a lot of patience and lots of hammering. And my advice, take your time. So I'll start with this rear fender. Luckily there's only one dent that I need to fix using these dent removal tools. And after that, I use a 600 grit sandpaper and a body filler. And then again, I use 800 grit sandpaper to level the surface of this rear fender. And then I use a masking tape to cover the pinstripe. And then I sanded the whole gold color area. And then I sprayed a prep cleaner to make sure the best performance and adhesion of this first coat of Epoxy Primer Black. So after 4 hours of this first coat of Epoxy Primer Black, I used a 1000 grit sandpaper, and then I sprayed the prep cleaner, preparing it for the second coat. And after this second coat, I used a 1000 grit sandpaper, and then I applied a metallic black just for the side of this front and rear fender. Now time to remove this masking tape that covers the pinstripe. Remove it carefully to maintain the flawless edge of the side metallic black paint. And then my next step is to sand this whole fender with a 1000 grit sandpaper. Definitely this pinstripe looks cooler with this metallic black color, although it's hard to notice from this side because it's dark. But let's check out from the other side, which is brighter, and check that out. Looks awesome, man. And now that the front and this rear fender is sanded with a 1000 grit, time to clean up with a prep spray. And then the next step is top coat. So for the top coat, I used the SprayMax 2K clear satin. So after the first coat, I used a 1200 grit sandpaper, and then I apply the second or final coat of this SprayMax 2K clear satin.